All right, hey guys, Sarah Carrero here, your health and energy mentor. I am here to spill the beans, okay? So I'm so excited for many of you guys to be joining this live, and I know a lot of you guys will be joining the replay. And there's been a lot of things going on in my life, a lot of big changes over the last couple months. You may have already seen one of my newest ventures, which is a social media basics and beyond course that I launched. So if you haven't already seen that and you're open to learning about some social media basics for your business, then you can ask me about that. But that's not what this live is about. I am just waiting for my dear friend, Angie, to join me. I think she might be here right now. Let's see if she's already found me. Maybe not. So as soon as she's here, then I'm going to be welcoming her to do this fun, very educational live launch and just answer some questions and explain things to you. So here she is. So it is adding Angie. I'm going to back up just to make sure I don't cut myself off. All right, here she comes.
I thought we were going to be stuck there for a minute. We got
I know.
How are you?
I am very good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for this?
I am. I'm very excited. I'm very ready.
I'm so excited for you too. I'm excited for your friends, for your family.
Awesome.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Do we want to wait a little bit for, it's actually 4:31, so we can go ahead?
Yep, you're good to go. Kick us off, Angie.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick us off. So I don't know if you've been on for a bit, if you've said very much what this is about. Can you fill
Not
me
much. I just said that I'm ready to share a new venture that I told them about they've been watching, some shifts and changes, and, it's just time that I explain things to them and let them know what's happening.
I love that. I'm really excited for you about that because I think that the world does need to know. You know what, Sarah? I have watched you for, years now because we've worked together. But when we actually separated from that other company, one of the things that took place was watching you evolve just through social media. I mean, I know we keep in touch, but it has been phenomenal. And when I think about the energy mentor and that title being you are so positive, and I have to say that we are so incredibly fortunate to have you in our company, and this company is so incredibly, they are, they don't even know what has hit them in reference to the gift that you are. It's been phenomenal watching you and now working with you again, talking with you. And I was just thinking about this today, going, every time I talk with you, no matter what is going on, because things are going to go right, things are going to go wrong, it's always consistent. And so when I think about what you're out there doing with your social media and now introducing this brand new product and business opportunity, I'm just so excited for you. And you are seriously a gift to the world with your energy, your positivity, your figure things out, and now teaching people even more. So I had to get that off my chest first. All right. Now that that's off my chest, you really just have so much to offer. And I want to just open it up to you before I share some things that I want to share about why this company. I'd like to just invite you to maybe talk about what did you see, first of all, what did you see that had you go looking over here? Because we do know that when you lock on, you are fully committed and you get the job done and you don't veer off. So can we just start there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's really important for me to kind of explain exactly that, how I ended up here and why I even looked at what we're going to tell you guys about. Because many of you guys know I'm Party Light, the candle. I'm still your candle gal. You guys know you can still get your goods from me. And that's how Angie and I met. So Angie was actually one of my mentors in Party Light way back when. So we've known each other almost 17 years. And it's been such a joy to have had those experiences with you and to learn from you, and now circle back around 17 years later and to be partnering
Yeah.
with you in this company and so many other powerful, incredibly smart businesswomen. Oh my gosh, my heart is exploding. So, how did I get here? As you guys know, I've been with another health and wellness company when I started my health and wellness journey 3.5 years ago. And I have so much love and respect for that company. I need you guys to know that. I love almost everything that they have to offer. However, over the last few months, I really started to feel a bit of a disconnect, is the best way for me to explain it, where on the outside, it was really looking like I was doing all the things and everything was great and I was happy with the way things were going and I was thriving. Unfortunately, that started to kind of create some turmoil for me because there was a couple key things or puzzle pieces that were really missing for me in my life, and I wasn't really thriving the way I needed to be in all areas. And so I had to just take some time. I had to take some deep breaths. I had to really look at my goals and what was important to me and my family and to those that I work with. And I had to make some big decisions again. And they were not easy decisions, but I know already in this short few weeks since my transition that I've made the right decision in jumping in with this new company because it has already surpassed my expectations and it has checked off all the boxes. Okay, guys, like I have some serious things that need to be checked off before I even look. And I researched and dove deep for 4 weeks. Like I was consumed by this for 4 weeks. And I was just like, I can't not. That's really what I was just, I can't not give this a go because I was so impressed by the products. I was so impressed by the company. I was so impressed by the income opportunity for me and my family. And that was a key thing for me, is to make sure I can take care of myself and my family and my mama. My mama is my world. So I needed to make sure I could do that for her. And of course, the community and support. And I could not ask for a better team of women than these women that I've now partnered with. And then timing. And honestly, there's so many reasons why this was the perfect timing for me to shift. So that's it in a nutshell. So I'm going to pass it back to Angie because I would really love for her to kick things off with some product information. And I'm really excited for her to share you guys about a few different things, but mostly we're going to start with our glow. And Angie is a certified personal trainer and health coach. So Angie, your testimonial and your backstory as to how you landed with this specific product is really important to me. So I'd love for you to share that with my friends and family and everyone here that's watching. You guys, thank you for being here with me today.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I've been having goosebumps as you've been talking. Like, it's so fun. And, put it in perspective of 17 years, the amount of meetings that we've been at, it's like, all right, so it's amazing. But you know what, Sarah, I actually wasn't looking for a business opportunity. I started my own business as a health coach, personal trainer. I'm a certified weight loss coach, certified keto coach, certified life coach. I really felt that I had everything that I wanted in this nice little package. One of the things as a health coach that I have not felt good about doing is selling supplements to my clients, because the bottom line with supplements, or sorry, with I'm going to focus on weight loss for a minute, and like obviously health and mental health, but supplements, they have to be some kind of massively, you prove to me that that is a supplement that works, because I am not going to have women, and I do have men as well, but I do specialize in women over 40. I'm not going to ask people to spend money when I know darn well, if you eat what I tell you to eat and learn how to do macros and calories with me and work out a certain way, you're going to lose everything that you want body wise, or, gain or get your muscle, whatever it is your goal is. And so there was a lot of research that went into, as I'm doing diet plans, something consistently comes up, and it is these women are taking a collagen. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, like, this is like 90% of my clients are on collagen. I'm not, and I'm over 50. Like, what am I missing? And truthfully, whether it's a good or bad thing, as a health coach, I didn't know anything about collagen at all. And so I'm thinking, hey, I got to look into this. But interestingly enough, I would talk to these women and I would say, well, I started saying, so why this collagen? And it was the same answer everybody would give. It's supposed to help with your skin and nails and hair and supposed to help with inflammation. But the key word was always supposed to. And that aggravated me going, the marketing is taking
Mhm.
advantage of these women that this collagen works. It's probably a myth. I'm looking into it. And so I go and I start to research it. Then I realize, oh, actually, we do need collagen and we do need to supplement our body with collagen. Okay, that's great. So that's real. But why is this always supposed to, supposed to, supposed to? So I started to collagen test. I went to an extremely reputable company and I collagen tested. I believe when you take a supplement, take it for at least 3 months. Don't do the 2 week test. Oh, nothing happened, so it's done. Take it for 3 months. So I did 3 months and I followed it to a T. I didn't change anything. Actually, no, let me back up. I changed one thing. I was taking an anti inflammatory because I need it. I guess because I'm 52, I work out too much. My shoulder hurt, my knees hurt, my hips hurt. And the anti-inflammatory was fantastic. But I stopped taking it because the collagen is said to, excuse me, deal with those things. So I thought if I'm going to do a true test here, I need to make sure that this really works. 3 months I did that collagen, nothing changed. So I'm like, okay, and I was back in pain, but I still left it. Then I found another collagen, and my girlfriend and I, so my girlfriend's just turning 60, I'm 52. This was only a few months ago. Well, I guess it's almost a year ago now. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's a year ago. I can't believe that. Oh, time flies so fast. We tried another collagen. The marketing was fantastic on it. And so we knew it was going to work. And we did that. Nothing for Pam, nothing for me. So I found another one, did it for a month and a half. And why only a month and a half is as I was doing this, there was a post that came up, my friend Shelly, 5 pictures of her legs that were extremely rashed. And I'm talking like skin eating. I'm not talking a little itchy rash. But then there was a picture of it healed. And it caught my attention thinking, oh my gosh, what happened to Shell? And so I looked and it talked about how she's taking this glow collagen, and for the first time in years, she has Crohn's, and this is sometimes part of what can happen with Crohn's. Her rash went away, and she was back at the gym. Back at the gym was a big deal. She's got massive body pain, probably related to Crohn's, but she's also my age, so it could be what was going on with me. Anyhow, uh, I called her immediately. And again, remember, I wasn't looking for a business. And I said to her, like, seriously, this is from a collagen. I just did collagen testing like 7.5 months and nothing changed. Oh, and you got this stuff. So she explained it to me. And some of the things, actually, I'll stop here for a second and say some of the things. So the first thing that I learned that was super important is it's a liquid. And so what I've learned about powders is they're 20 to 30% absorbable, where this is 90. So the minute it hits your tongue, it's starting to absorb. So we can take any products we want. You can go to all those box stores or any big stores and buy cheaper anything. But is it going to actually work? The other thing is it's hydrolyzed. You want the collagen peptides, there's 11 grams of collagen peptides. You want them to be in the smallest form so it actually can break down and do the job that it needs to do. There's also, please get this word right, it's not hydraulic acid, it's hydrolonic. Did I say it right?
I'm not
You don't know?
really sure.
I always depend on Tammy to fix my word. Anyhow, it deals with elasticity in your skin. Super important, especially for aging men and women. And the other thing is that it has biotin. And biotin, for anybody that doesn't know what that means, people go shop for the vitamin biotin. It has 4,500 mcgs per serving. And so it's just got, like, it's so much more than just collagen, 10 grams of protein. It is fantastic. And so understanding what the collagen actually is, does, not supposed to, but does. I grabbed hold of this, told Shelly, don't tell me about the business. I'm not looking for a business. I'm looking for a product that works so I can actually say to my clients, stop taking that. You're spending your money for nothing. And here's something. So I did. Now, this is important too, because some people get instant results. Like some people all of a sudden can sleep. Some people see instant results in their skin. I was a month and a half in when I saw results. And actually, I thought they were subtle until I went to the hairdresser. So Corinne's been my hairdresser for 25 years. And I went and she's like, oh my gosh, what did you do to your hair? And I'm like, oh, what? What's going on? And she couldn't believe how I had so much new hair growth. She was just totally, she was so blown away, Sarah, that she said, whatever you're doing, I need it. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I said, well, I'm taking a collagen. And she said, well, that's what it is, because this has not happened to you in 25 years. So she instantly became an associate. She wanted to represent college. She didn't even look at the other products. It was the next day when I was driving with my partner and he said, oh, I need some collagen. I said, you do? Because I was so focused on women. And he said, look at your skin. He said, you glow. Didn't you notice this? Well, I thought I did, but I still had a question. And he said, just amazing. And then we started talking about knees, shoulders. I said, you know what? I don't have that pain. And I'm testing it. I should have noticed. Whatever. So I was 100% sold on it at that point, and I waited 2 more weeks just to be able to effectively, efficiently go online and say, I went live and said, you know what? I'm 52 years old. Here's what I did. I take a shot a night. Here's the results. And that's where it started. And since then, the amount of clients, people, friends, family that I have helped, that glow has helped by me introducing it, phenomenal. I did move straight from collagen. Yeah, I moved straight from collagen. I can't remember. I thought you wanted to say something about this, but I'm just going to dive in and you can add. And that is the Enrich. So collagen was my first, and collagen actually completely had me enmeshed in the company. I still wasn't looking for a business, but I'll tell you, I was selling tons of collagen because I had a lot to say. And the price was very different than a big store, right? And I said to women, men, everybody, you can't care about that because you're wasting money already taking something that doesn't work. Get the results you're looking for. I then, had been with the company for a bit, so I started looking at the other products, which I'll stop right here and say, guys, if you are not in the group, the Glow Effect, talk to Sarah, because this is how I learned about what else is available and for what. So this Enrich was something that I kept on seeing so many testimonials about. One, even Mel with her psoriasis, nothing was touching her psoriasis, and she mixed these two things together. These are just live testimonials. We don't treat, we don't cure. I'm not telling you that this is for psoriasis. This is her story, and she mixed the two together. She was actually on a cancer medication, trying to get rid of psoriasis, nothing. So as I'm reading these stories, there's two things that hit me. One person spoke about reflux, which is a huge deal for me, and bloating. There's so many other benefits, but this pre-probiotic mix is just a number one. The foundation of this is so good. And so I took it specifically for the bloating. Every time I eat, I'm just so bloated, it's gross. And reflux is a huge issue. I got to take a medication. I do not take a medication. I take Enrich and I can eat, and I'm not like 9 months pregnant, pushing into my jeans where I have to undo my button. Well, unless I'm on a cruise ship, I might have to undo my button. So Enrich, and you had experience with this too, didn't you? Yeah, a lot. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I would love to share a little bit about Enrich because some people here may know, but not everyone. I suffered with a lot of digestive issues for a solid 15 years of my adult life, and my doctor basically chalked it up as IBS. We tried a food diary, we tried to cut things out and figure out we couldn't. So basically, I would have excruciating pain to the point that I'd be in the washroom crying, nauseous, could barely speak, couldn't leave the house sometimes. I would be like terrified to go out and eat at places because I'd be scared what was going to happen. Sometimes I'd have to like go instantly. And if there wasn't a bathroom, I would have to find a place. Okay. So we're not going to go any further than that, but you guys can imagine some of the embarrassing situations I ended up in over the years. So when I started my health journey 3.5 years ago, I did find products that helped support my gut and did help, decrease and minimize a lot of that. However, I was taking 3 different products.
Mhm.
So a prebiotic, a probiotic, and a digestive enzyme. So when I learned about Enrich, it was the first product I was like, I need this in my life. Then Glow was the second one. I'm like, I need that in my life because of inflammation, and I have a curvature in my spine and old gymnastics injuries and all those wonderful things that, causes body aches and pains. But with this, what I loved so much was that I have switched over. My digestive system is so happy, and I just need one product. So it has streamlined my gut health routine down to one instead of three. And it's just so easy. And the easier it is, the more consistent you're going to be and the happier your body's going to be. So this, like, I just want to like kiss it and like hug it and sleep with it because like it makes me so happy. Seriously.
Oh my God, it's so funny. You just go ahead and sleep with it and hug it and do all those
I'll
things.
just hold it, and just like tell it how much I love it.
Well, if it's going to do all that, and I spoke earlier to somebody that spoke about, I'm just going to say bathroom issues. That's just the
Yeah.
best way to put it. That is a big issue out in the world. Like it's not just a handful of people that have problems going, even getting it going or going too much. So if you can actually fix that gut health, and I say to mix the two is phenomenal because you have your Glow, which is dealing with your collagen, your digestive enzyme, like pre-probiotic, fantastic, because your gut is your second brain. And if you don't take care of that gut and it's not working properly, guess what? All that actually it attributes huge to weight management. People lots of times say, do you have a diet? Is that a diet pill? No, it's not a diet pill. But what you want to do is create health in your body. And when you create health in your body, it's able to do the things. It's not going to store a bunch of crap. So store a bunch of
Can
crap.
I
That's good. Eh?
Sure, a bunch of crap. Can I add one more
Yeah.
thing to that? Because since, a lot of people know me for my energy, what I've learned over the years, that a lot of my fatigue issues, because I had also chronic fatigue, which a lot of people don't know about me, I hid it. But when I would claim that I was busy a lot in my, like adult life, it was because I was in bed and I couldn't get out of bed, or
Yeah.
it was because I was crashed and napping on the couch before I had to go do a party. And most people in my life didn't know how much fatigue I was struggling with. And there's a few different reasons, but one thing I learned that a lot of it was from my digestive issues.
Yeah.
And once I corrected a lot of that, my energy skyrocketed. With doing other things, of course, but what a difference, because when your gut is not healthy, you do not feel good. And when you do not feel good, you are exhausted,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, a big thing. And for people with skin issues, a lot of times it's you got to correct your gut before you start just putting different skin products on your face.
100%.
So there's so many reasons why people should just look at Enrich and introduce that into their life, because it's just beautiful.
Yeah, no, it is super powerful. I'm so glad I was introduced to it. And yeah, actually, we could probably talk about Enrich for an hour because there's so many benefits. But I want to introduce Transform. Can I do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, because this is another one that honestly, the word transform, it's meant in so many different ways because yes, it's called Transform. I have a bottle right here. It is a sugar transforming enzyme, but it has also transformed people's lives, their business life, I mean, there's so much to this product. So why I wanted to make sure to get this in the time frame we have is because this has been one of the biggest launches and one of the biggest needs that we have ever seen. And this will make sense when you hear what it is. Actually, let me read it so I don't miss anything. It's a plant-based sugar transforming enzyme that actually takes excess sugar, so glucose, and it turns it into fiber. And so I've heard many people say when we first introduced this, oh, Angie, I have that's in our company too. Okay, well, send me the information. No, it's actually not. That you won't find it. It also has a thermogenic in it. So it really it's our own formula. It's fantastic. And when you're looking at taking in food and actually having it, the sugar, which I have to say, many people don't understand this, is almost everything has sugar. So I've heard people say, oh, I don't have sugar. And maybe, I don't even know how that's possible, but I don't have sugar in my diet. They're probably meaning I don't have like all the, the table sugar, the extra, the processed and all that jazz. Everything has sugar. It's just, that's the way it is. So if you can actually deal with the sugar by taking 1 or 2 pills an hour before you eat, it is powerful. It helps support healthy blood sugar levels, helps reduce absorption of carbohydrates and sugars, speeds up metabolism, helps with brain fog, it's healthy weight management, and so much more. But I want to talk about weight management just for 1 second because that's my job. These things are important because I have never sold a pill that talks about weight management. Because, like I said in the beginning, I'll give you the exercise and the food to eat, and you'll get the results. With this, I have become 100% sold on this is something to support your health goal. And I'm going to focus on, of course, it is everything about insulin resistance, right? So anything, some of the diseases we can talk about, the medical issues, we actually don't even say the words because of the fact we don't want to give people the idea that we're here to cure, prevent. We're not. This is to support. All of our products are to support. So what I learned, and so many people use glucose monitors because I want science, Sarah. I don't just want the happy, oh, it feels good, although I love that. But science,
Yeah.
if you're going to tell me that this works, then I want to see it actually working. So a glucose monitor, you're going to eat a meal without Transform, and you're going to see that insulin level go up and go down and go up and go down. So what happens with that with weight loss? What we're looking for with weight loss is you want to actually look at the energy that's burned, and you want your fat to become your energy source. When your insulin is spiking over and over and over again, it stops the fat burn, stops the fat burn, stops the fat burn. And people don't realize this, and nor should they. I mean, they don't have to be educated in all this. So when you take that same meal, take Transform an hour before that meal, what ends up happening on that glucose monitor, so you can actually see it, no longer is it doing this, it actually is like little blips. And so therefore, you're able to stay in a fat burn mode. So as a result, even though it's not sold as anything like a diet pill, it is supporting people's weight management in such a huge way that if you go to that group I was talking about, Ask Sarah, put me in the Glow Effect, what you'll see is constant testimonials about people losing weight constantly. Now, some of them are eating McDonald's, they're still losing weight. I say, okay, that's fine for a test, but don't do that. You do want to look at your alcohol. You do want to look at, healthy foods, all that. No matter what, because alcohol takes on a whole different energy burn and interrupts with things. So Transform became we only launched this product on October the 10th, and at 10:03, 10 o'clock, October 10th, 10 a.m., it was launched. 10:03, I was in the queue to get my Transform. I was the 30,000th person in the queue, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be crazy. And we sold out in an hour and a half instead of what we thought we had a 2 weeks. The company thought they had a 2-week supply, hands down. No, it blew up in such a way because the results have been phenomenal. So I'm going to stop there because I know I could talk about it forever. So it's phenomenal, and it is something that is very different. Like if I was to look at the 3 products, well, I also have Mojo, but like these 3 products are the ones that I take on a regular basis. And then I also like Mojo, but I'll stop and see what you would like to talk about next.
Yeah, no, you can you can talk about Mojo because I'm really excited about Mojo. And a friend of mine who just ordered on the weekend just got hers today, and she's so pumped. So she says it smelled amazing. She was ready. She was going to make a cup of Mojo. I love that it boosts your happy hormones. So I love that it helps with energy and focus. So guys, Mojo, there's two options. There's a Brazilian coffee and then there's a rich chocolate, so more like a hot chocolate. You can do them hot or cold, but what I'm loving is that they support your energy levels, but a nice streamlined energy, not an, aggressive
I
energy and then a crash. And it has a nootropic, so it's going to help boost your happy hormones like your serotonin, your dopamine. Who doesn't want to be like happier, from the inside out? And it's going to do all that without the jitters,
yeah.
without the addiction, without the withdrawal, and a lot of things that come hand in hand with coffee. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but from all the testimonials I've been reading, most people are saying that 1 cup of Mojo is replacing anywhere from like 2 to 4 cups of coffee daily.
Well, you know what, Sarah? I didn't read that particular testimonial, but I can talk about my own experience, and I would say, yeah, I'm a complete coffee addict. I bring my coffee pot with me wherever I go. It's sick. Um, and I do end up with the jitters. I hate that, yet I keep
Mhm.
on doing it. So Mojo has actually not replaced it because I really am a tad bit addicted, but I don't have to get the jitters anymore because I just switch over. And so I'm drinking a Mojo right now just because I have a meeting tonight and my energy can get just a little bit lower around this time. And so it's like, it tastes fantastic. I don't want a cup of coffee at this time. I'll never sleep. Um, and you've said everything I was going to say about the Mojo, but I would like to also say that there's a sister product to it called Zest. And that's been very effective in my family. My son takes Zest. He's 17 years old. We're driving to a football game. I'm listening to a woman speak about Zest. It was a testimonial. And I didn't even think he was listening to it. Why would you listen to that, Zach? And he's listening and he says, you know what, Mom, I need that. I need that. I'm like, you do? And he's like, yeah, for school. I think that's going to work for school. And so many kids, Sarah, and so many adults, like they have that hyperactivity where they can't focus. And so I said, yeah, I'll absolutely get it for you. And he 100% is just sold on it. And the testimonials in that group again that I have read, same thing. It's like it's calm, it gets you focused. So he takes that every morning before school. He tells everybody in this house that comes here that has nothing to do with Ternant, he's got to tell them about the Zest and how it impacted him. So, I mean, we could literally go on and on about all of the products we have. And so this turned into, this is also why I'm so excited for you, because I know that because people know you, love you, trust you, you've given your heart, your soul, they can see it every day. I'm so happy that you're going to be able to introduce people to these products, but also to the business aspect. Because here's the thing, I mentioned in the beginning, I had no desire to add another business until it came down to I had 2 big sporting events for my kids. Kelly had to be, I'm in Saskatoon, and I had to get her to Orlando for cheerleading Olympics, get Zach to Atlanta, Georgia for football. I wanted to be there. I've never not been at one of my kids' sporting events. And that was Kelly's last hurrah in cheer. And Zach, well, it's the first time he was in the States playing football. So I wasn't about to miss it. And I didn't have the money. And oh my gosh, like I spent a lot of time crying and a lot of time praying, going like, what am I going to do? Like this can't happen. And my kids were like, Mom, you know what? Just don't worry about it. It's totally fine. You know, you don't have to be there. And it's like, no, actually, you don't understand. I absolutely have to be there. And I was telling Shelly about it, the one that started me, that I said, don't talk to me about the business. And I said, like, Shell, I need to come up with 8 grand. And I just can't, like, I'm just stressed about this. And she said, well, can I tell you about the business opportunity? Can I tell you about the compensation plan now? Now, think about this, Sarah. This is December, January, February, 3 months. So now I love the product. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, tell me. I don't want to run a business, but tell me. And so she told me, and I was so blown away by what she said. I've been in this industry for 30 years and I've never heard anything like it. So I legit said to her, holy crap, I literally called Marcy, not even to sponsor her, just because I was so excited. I phoned Marcy, I messaged Tammy, those are the two people that I messaged because I couldn't believe what I had heard. I was so excited. And Marcy just said, start me. And I actually said to her, no, I don't want to start you. I'm just telling you, it sounds awesome. And that's what started it all. Marcy and Lynn both said, please start me. And I started them. And then from there, and within those 2 months, that's what I needed. I needed to get that money. In that 2 months, I earned 10 grand and I needed 8. And we were in Orlando, we were in Atlanta, we had nice rooms, we went to bazillion Disney parks, not a bazillion. It was amazing. And because I loved the product and love the product, it's so simple. And some people don't have a story about I need $8,000 in 2 months. Some people will want to run the business to get their products for free. Some people will want to, do the business for 1 month and get their $1,500 story and buy their dishwasher they need, whatever it is. All I know is it woke me up to, yes, I do want to run a business because I am proud of the products. I am so awakened to, I was completely stuck money wise and where. So this is how much money you're making. This is how much we need. Where does that extra money come from? And so I got locked on and passionate again about, no, I'm going to teach men and women. You don't have to suffer and you don't have to sit there crying for days going, how am I going to get this money for my kids? And it changed everything, Sarah. Everything.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that a lot because that's how I was starting to feel
Yeah.
in my life. And yeah, the income I was bringing in was, here, and what I really needed was here, and what I really wanted was here. And so that's why I looked at this, you know, are the products quality enough, like the top? Because for me, I will not promote anything that doesn't work, that I am not 100% behind, and that is not like the best that I have the knowledge of.
Yeah.
So that cleared that. I was like, hey, yes, these products are that freaking incredible. And we didn't mention most plant-based, raw ingredients, some really key things that I looked for. But the other thing was, yeah, same, kind of like you, but I came looking for
Yeah.
a business.
Yeah.
And I came looking for the income, and the income was very important to me. And I needed to know that what was being shown and what was being taught actually was real and worked. And the fact that I knew people like you that I've known for so long, for decades, and I trust you and so many of the other amazing women that I'm now partnered with, I knew that it was the real deal, even though I was like, wow, I've never seen anything quite like this. And I've looked at many different opportunities, obviously over the 17 years, I've been approached many different times. And so I came into it, it's only been a few short weeks, but I came into it needing a lot and expecting a lot.
Yeah.
And this company, Trinance, their products and their income and their community and support has by far, Angie, surpassed my expectations. So I just want to thank you for looking for a good collagen,
Yeah.
because if you hadn't have done that, the ripple effect that we talk about, I don't think would have happened and trickled down and found me. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Wow. You are very welcome, and you gave me goosebumps again, woman. Ooh. Yeah, it's a blessing. So in saying that, Sarah, I don't know if there's anything else you'd like me to specifically talk about, if you have any questions, or if you're feeling like, I'm so glad you've told people what you're up to. I think that'd be so hard to hang on to. Yeah, like it's big. So I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy for your team, and I'm happy for the people that are going to join you and experience these products, whether as customers or as associates. Oh, actually, there is one more thing that is important that I've never seen in this particular industry. It might exist, but I've never heard of it. And that is that you can come into this company as an associate and you can get the same opportunity money wise, even if you don't sponsor. And
Mhm.
I've never heard of that. I don't know if you have, but I feel like this is the only company. And that's important because some people I know from my previous business that would come in saying, I don't want to start people, I just want to sell. And it would have been amazing if they could have had the opportunity to make the same amount of money as a leader, and now they can. So there are two different ways. And so you can come in and make those huge bonuses through just a customer base, or no, and or um, looking at building a team. So you can do both. You can double dip. You can. It's just amazing. So I think I wanted to mention that too because it's pretty unique.
I agree. Very, very unique to be able to have one or the other or both. You can work both, which is like I've never seen anything like that. So, yeah, I'm just so grateful for you, Angie. So grateful for everyone that came and, took time to be here with us and to help me launch this because there's always some nerves and apprehension when you're making a big shift. But I knew it was time. I couldn't keep it to myself any longer. I had to share it because I'm like, this is such a gift for me. And I know there's so many people out there that maybe are thinking like, what could I do to bring in that extra stream of income? Because so many people are in desperate need for additional money and people just aren't feeling right. Like we live in this busy, fast-paced world and we're not taking care of ourselves. And the fact that I can take care of myself and make a good income and do that all in one place, like that just brings me so much joy that I can also then help other people do that. And as you mentioned, people that know me really well, they know how deeply I love.
Yeah.
I love people deeply. I am passionate about what I do. And when somebody decides to join me and lock arms with me, I will do everything in my power to help guide and support and help that person have whatever success is to them. And that's so important to me. And that was something that I felt I was having some struggles with, you know, leading up to this transition. And that was something that I needed. I needed to know that I could welcome people in and I could say, look, what do you need and why do you need it? Okay, well, here's what you need to do. And I know that I can help them get to that end game. So with that, I'm just over the moon and I can't wait to see who's going to have more questions for me, what people's thoughts are. I just appreciate everybody that's in my life and everybody that's followed me through my 3.5 years of my social media journey. It's so wild to think like where I was 3.5 years ago compared to now, and all the relationships that I've built and grown just through social media. I have so many incredible people in my life that I've never met in person. Like it's wild
I
and
know.
it's so incredible. So and Ange, I can't wait to freaking see you and hug you again
It'll,
March.
I bet you it'll happen before then. You'll have to do something in Saskatoon, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll do another road trip, Brian and I. Next time he's got to go there. I didn't get to go on the last one, so hopefully the next one I'll hop in the truck and we'll come see you.
Okay, well, I would love that. Well, I just thank you for having me on, and I'm just so grateful you're with us. And it's super exciting and super inspirational to be with this powerful group of women and men. Once again, it's like, wow, it's awesome.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Angie, and thank you to everybody again. So we're gonna sign off. Hugs and love to all of you,
Have
and ciao
a
for now.
wonderful evening. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Bye.